Here's why you play Minotaur, the son of Minos as a roamer. First off, he brings excellent crowd control with his ability to knock enemies airborne and slow them consistently in fights. He provides amazing sustain for both himself and his allies through his healing abilities, especially when in enraged state. Most importantly, Minotaur is extremely tanky during engagements thanks to his healing, enraged mechanics, and control immunity during his ultimate. However, he struggles against ranged damage due to his lack of mobility. He also requires good timing to manage his ultimate effectively. Finally, Minotaur is very dependent on team follow-up to capitalize on his crowd control tools. Minotaur's passive, Rage Incarnate, boosts his support capabilities by weakening enemies and strengthening allies based on his interactions. When Minotaur controls an enemy with a skill, he reduces their hybrid defense. When he heals an ally, their hybrid defense increases for a short time. Both effects are doubled while in his enraged state, making him much more effective in extended fights. Minotaur's first skill, Despair Stomp, allows him to leap to a target location, dealing damage and briefly knocking them airborne. It also slows affected enemies and enhances his basic attacks for a short time. When enraged, this skill does more damage and affects a larger area, making it a strong initiation and crowd control tool during fights. Minotaur's second skill, Motivation Roar, heals himself and nearby allies. He also gains additional healing based on his lost HP, making it effective when used after taking damage. When in enraged state, Minotaur gains enhanced regen for a short time, allowing him to heal based on damage taken from enemy basic attacks. This makes him much more harder to take down when properly timed. Minotaur's ultimate, Minotaur Fury, puts him into an enraged state and unleashes 3 ground slams. The first 2 hits damage and slow enemies, while the final slam deals true damage and knocks enemy airborne. During this attack, Minotaur becomes immune to crowd control, making it a powerful and reliable teamfight tool. Once activated, his enraged state lasts for a few seconds, enhancing all his abilities. A typical C combo for Minotaur is to cast his first skill to jump into the enemy team and knock them airborne, then immediately follow up with the ultimate to trigger an enraged state and deal massive crowd control. After entering enraged, use his first skill again for additional AoE knockup and continue basic attacks. Use his second skill if allies need healing or if Minotaur is low on HP to activate enraged regen and tank longer. Moving on to builds, I usually build Warrior Boots, Antique Cuirass, Flask of the Oasis, Oracle, Winter Crown, and finally Immortality. These are the emblems that go along with this build. As for battle spells, the best spell for Minotaur is Flicker, as it gives him the ability to engage or reposition quickly, especially when comboed with his ultimate for a surprise initiation. Minotaur performs well against heroes that rely on chaining combos or close range damage like Paquito and Julian, since his knockouts and healing can interrupt and outlast their damage. However, long range marksmen like Layla and Leslie can zone him out and chip away at his HP before he can get the chance to close and engage. He also works best with marksmen like Granger or Melissa, who can immediately capitalize on the crowd control he provides. You should unlock the first skill at level 1 and prioritize leveling it up first for better initiation. Follow up with the second skill to improve healing, and most importantly, upgrade the ultimate whenever available. Minotaur's strength lies in patience and positioning. Flicker can be used creatively to surprise enemies with an instant knockup combo. When playing defensively, hold on to your second skill to heal after enemies commit, especially when you expect follow-up damage. During team fights, don't rush to engage alone. Wait for your allies to be in position to capitalize on your knockups and slows. He shines best in tightly grouped fights where all his AoE control and healing can hit multiple targets. If you time your enraged state and combos properly, Minotaur can completely disrupt enemy formations and turn the tide of team fights.